Hi all, I'm Dr. Sujata Pawar. I'm an Ayurvedic doctor and a nutritionist. So we are talking about infertility and trying to understand various parameters, various investigative factors and how Ayurveda helps with natural conception. So when it comes to infertility, when the couple comes with infertility, most of the times one of the most important factor or investigative factor in infertility goes unnoticed or is not taken with utmost importance is the semen analysis in males. Male infertility is also another very important aspect which has to be taken care of and which has to be treated right on time, because most of the times we treat the females, we let them undergo through IVF, IUI, and if the sperm analysis or the semen analysis has some or the other kind of abnormality or some or the other kind of problem, and if it's not treated on time, you are not going to get desired results. So semen analysis has to be done, is one of the most important investigative factors when it comes to treatment of infertility. So today we will understand what semen analysis is and why is it so important to undergo a semen analysis, and how every single factor, right from the volume of the semen to the pH to the to the morphology to the motility and everything, and the count is, every factor is equally important and rather equally responsible when it comes with conception in the females. So sperm analysis or semen analysis is one of the most important investigations which has to be mandatorily done when it comes to treating infertility. So number one factor which is taken into consideration is the volume. Volume means how much seminal fluid comes out in the ejaculate. Though it's not very specific, it will not give you the exact measure or that much of accuracy, because if the volume is less, there could be chances of spillage while you're collecting the specimen. So that has to be taken into consideration. Next is concentration. So this is also very important, which says the number or the count, the sperm count basically. So ideally it should be more than 20 million per milliliter of the semen, the sperm count. Now this number could be specific, but most of the times if the sperm count is little less, it does not mean that it may not lead to fertility, because as I mentioned, there are many other factors of the sperm which also has to be taken into consideration. So it's seen that most of the men with lesser sperm count has also achieved fertility with their female partners, but most of the times men with a good sperm count also could not achieve good results, only because the morphology of the semen is not up to the mark. So the count, though you should have a basic count, too much of lesser count is definitely not going to give you desired results, but little less count can definitely get good results if the male or the male counterpart has a healthy semen or sperm morphology. So concentration means the sperm count. So number 3 is motility. Motility means movement of the sperm. So the sperms, if you know, have tails which move back and forth, and they actually propel the sperm to move forward quickly in the female reproductive tract. Some sperms may not move at all, or some may move slowly or ineffectively, resulting in less sperms reaching the fallopian tube, and hence lowering the chances of fertilization. So if we talk about motility, whether it's normal or abnormal, so progressive motility is what we expect in the sperm analysis report. This was about the semen analysis under the microscopic observation. Now if we check about the semen analysis physically, we have to check for these factors. So that's pH, volume, viscosity and the color of the sperm. So most important thing is the liquefaction time as well. Sperm should be liquefied in 15 to 30 minutes. Otherwise, the motility will be affected. Then talking about the appearance, it should be white and grayish in color. A little bit of green color or yellow color may indicate there is some kind of infection. Talking about the pH, the pH should be between 7.2 to 7.8, which is very important. If it's more, it may be due to some infection, or if it's very low, if the pH is very low, it might suggest certain kind of blockage in the ejaculatory duct. So that's very important to understand. Next is the vitality. So 58% sperm should be alive for a successful pregnancy. So that's very important part. Next is the fructose level. So when we talk about the fructose level, if you see in the reports, it should suggest that it's a positive. It's positive. Basically, you should say that fructose level is positive in the reports when you see. Then if there is absence of fructose, it might lead to problem in fertility. Then there's another part which is white blood cells in semen analysis. That should be lesser than 1 million per ml of the semen. If it's more, it may suggest infection. Next is the acidity. The acidity, if it's more acidic, it may definitely affect the fertility rate. So these are the various parameters which has to be compulsorily checked beforehand while you are treating infertility, because as we always say, while treating infertility, the men and the women, or the female egg and the male egg, that's ovum and sperm respectively, both are equally responsible for fertilization, for having a good embryo or a healthy progeny ahead. So both the parameters has to be mandatorily taken into consideration when it comes to treating infertility in the couples. So when it comes to sperm analysis, and if there is any kind of abnormality seen or up and down or certain kind of problem reported in the semen analysis, Ayurveda, Panchakarma, various kind of herbal medications explained in the Ayurvedic text, then Uttar Basti, these are beautiful therapies and treatments used to treat male infertility as well. So always make sure that sperm analysis is also taken into consideration while you're treating infertility.